Yes. That we'll discuss, Ashwini. After demo class, we'll discuss how to record and how you'll get the recording videos. And that we'll discuss later.
Okay.
So you can, Ankit, you can go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So I think we need to wait for one more candidate. Till that, we can introduce ourselves. So, guys, I'm Ankit and belongs to Rajasthan. So, currently I'm working as an automation test engineer, having more than 6 years of rich experience in automation tools and technologies. I love to automate. I also have good exposure in APIs to automate the APIs, some backend kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope this is going to be very interesting sessions going forward. And I'll try to give you the best content available in the market so that it can help you to crack interviews as well as to implement the real-time technologies in your ongoing projects as well. So as you know that we have Ashwini with us. So may I know about you, Ashwini, little bit of like your background, your experience, and what do you have expectation from this course? Because today is the first class, and initially if we'll know each other, then we can understand each other. I can understand your needs accordingly. I can manipulate my content. Go ahead, Ashwini.
I'm Ashwini here. I'm working. My working experience is manual testing for near about 15 years. I will like to learn more. I have no experience on automation testing. I like to learn more as in our ongoing project we are having C# and Selenium as a project requirement. So I will like to learn that from the basic. My expectations as I should be able to do automation on my project and show it as I progress in my project itself.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. It would be great if, like you mentioned, that you have 15 years of experience. So that's pretty good. It will really help you to understand whatever you have done in your experience. We just need to convert into an automatic way, the regression test and all. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So Ganesh, I hope we start or like wait for 1 or 2 more minutes. So I have few requests before starting. Yeah, Ganesh. You wanna say something? So guys, you can hear me properly. There is no glitches in the voice. Is that right? Ganesh, you want to mention something? Hello, guys. I guess we were lost. So, Ganesh, you were mentioning something like anyone going to join or not?
No, other person is not feeling well, it seems. So we have to share him recording video. So you can go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No problem at all. So, yes, good morning once again. So, before going forward, I have few requests to the candidates. It would be really great if we all all the candidates can mute their mic. Other than that, this may disturb the flow of these particular things. Or so the guy who has joined through mobile, I would request you to please be on mute. If you have any question, you can just write it on chat box, or I'll provide you my email ID. You can email, and the next day or in upcoming session, I'll try to give you the best answer for that. Okay. And the training which we are going to discuss, today we have here to discuss the training and all. So that would be I'll definitely provide you some unique content that is not available in the market or online YouTube stuff and all. There are lots of content available on YouTube as well, but they are just basics. So anyone can like go through over there. So what is the need of doing like paid training? So there should be some lubricative content that may help you at the real time implementation of the project. There would be nothing like dummy, I'll say 2 3 points and then we are done. So there will be nothing like that. We will talk everything in practical. So let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. So this is the content. Most of the things we are going to discuss from this content only. So as you know that nowadays, everyone wants to automate. So there are many tools available in the market to automate the things, and the Selenium is like best among those. So of course, we are good to go with Selenium. So like there are many scripting languages that Selenium supports. Selenium supports Java as well. It supports PSV as well, Ruby as well. Then like why C sharp? There might be some project requirements. Other than that, we also have some other environments from them. So I have divided this course basically into like 4 and 5 sections. So uh, in the first section itself, we are going to learn the C sharp from scratch, from zero, I would say. Okay, I am considering that you don't have any like prior knowledge on C sharp. You are very new to this technology, and you are learning it from today itself. So I'll start from as you know that I also having lots of content in my PC, but for you guys I have like erased everything and I'm installing the Visual Studio from scratch. So yeah, that would be like really helpful for you. So in the next 2 weeks, I would say like less 8 to 10 the next sessions would be on C sharp only, because like the programming language or scripting language is the base of any automation testing stuff. If we are not good with the programming concepts, then we cannot. It's like a daydream to learn Selenium and all, because for every each and every command of Selenium that we are going to run, we would need a programming logic. So it would be really great if we can learn the C sharp first, then we can move to the Selenium and framework, that kind of part like DevOps and all. Okay. And other thing I would like to mention is that so there would be like whatever concept we are going to discuss, whatever concept that would be practical, not like very little bit of theory, because you can read theory everywhere. You may buy books, or in your engineering career as well, you might have read about the theoretical part, but that in practical life that doesn't help. So we will see the content in practically, and we'll try to maintain. So basically, I had divided this C sharp into, I would say, in two parts. First one is the basic, in which we gonna learn about like data types, what is a string, what is class, what are objects, okay, from scratch, like etc., so that you can get familiar with that concept. And the second, I would say, in the second part, going to discuss the OOPS concepts, object oriented programming concept. So in this, we're going to learn about the polymorphism and encapsulations, abstractions, interface kinds of concepts. Okay. So so in basically in two parts, we are going to cover our C sharp concepts in the upcoming lectures. And as soon as we are get done with the C sharp, then only we will move to the Selenium. In the Selenium, there are many things. It's an ocean. I would say Selenium is an ocean. So going forward, I just have one request to you. Like it's not an overnight journey. You should be patient. Like you need to devote your time as well. Uh, Definitely, these sessions will help you, but I want your commitment as well, that whatever we are going to learn in these sessions, you are going to practice them at your end as well. Other than that, you will, in 1 or 2 days, you will forget everything and you will not understand the things correctly. So, like it's my humble request to you, please, whatever we are going to learn in these sessions, please practice them as much as you can do. At least devote half an hour or 1 hour apart from this session. Okay. So in C Sharp, first we will understand the WebDriver interface. I'll explain what is WebDriver and everything. You need not to worry about that. So, before that, I would like to mention that only one prerequisite there should be, prerequisite. If that is not like, you should be aware about the basic manual testing concepts. Okay. So if that is okay, then we are good to go. And if that is if you are not aware about that, what is testing and what are the bugs, what is regression testing, what is test cases, okay. So that may create a problem to you. You would not understand the concept. So if I would I can assume that Aswini having a rich experience in manual testing, so she is aware of this. Am I right, Aswini? So,
Yes.
okay, that's great. If you guys want to have a session on these things as well, like basic manual testing concepts, regression testing, test cases, test plans, and all, then we can have a separate session for that as well. That is not a big concern. Other than that, if you are already aware of these things, then yeah, we can directly start from the C sharp content. Okay. Yeah. So in WebDriver, first we'll understand the WebDriver interface. So like in WebDriver interface, you also have divided this WebDriver interface into two parts. First one is the basic, and in basic, we are going to discuss about the what is session ID, like how the Selenium is working, how the browser is opening, what are the background activity that is Selenium is performing, and we are going to look into the internal working, as I mentioned that internal working, and we'll also going to see that then some navigation commands like to navigate on some pages, how to navigate back, and all these things. And in advanced interface, I'm talking about the Selenium WebDriver interface. So in advance, we are going to look into some really good step, like some web element commands, some commands we are going to discuss over here, and some locators, how we can identify the locators. I'll have specifically 2 or 3 sessions on locators, and you will be jamming locators, I promise you. As we are not going to use any tools that available in market, just like you can see that selector hubs, and there are lots of tools available. So if you're gonna use them, then you will not be champ or get a basic idea. If you are going to give an interview, and the interview guy say, hey, please find the locators for this particular website, Flipkart or Amazon. So if you are not good enough to identify the web elements by your own, then you will not be able to answer that question. So there are 7 to 8 techniques to identify the locators. We'll discuss everything like ID with class name, okay, and we'll learn XPath from scratch. We'll learn CSS selector in differences between these. So you will be champ after after having this particular 2 or 3 sessions specifically on locators. Okay, and then we will like we will also discuss some tough examples. Everything would be having some examples. Okay, we will also have some examples to understand the locators and all. So just you can see that dynamic table contents. So may not be you are aware of this, like what is dynamic and all, but simple locators anyone can find. But for an example, if I talk about that quickinfo.com, okay, let me open this side, and so we can discuss like what is dynamic content. So if you guys have interested in cricket matches, then you may be aware about this app, called Quickinfo or Quickbuzz. We can say there are lots of available to show the cricket score online. Yeah. So for an example, this is an ongoing cricket match is going between New Zealand and Bangladesh. So let's open this particular thing, and we can say there are multiple options available over here. So you can see these are the batters, these are bowlers. So in every second, this particular score is going to change, we can say. Like now this batsman is have faced 15 balls so far and marked 6 runs. In the next ball he may hit a 4 runs, and that run, this particular window going to be changed from 6 to 10. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. So this is basically an example of like complex web table, I would say. So we are going to learn in this session as well, like how to handle these kind of like very tricky. So if you can work on these kind of stuff, then there is like nothing impossible for you. So we are going to learn this as well. And going forward, I would like to mention that I'm talking about and at every session, like once we are done with that C sharp concept, I'll provide you the interview question. Okay, it's not like that at the end of this particular course I'm going to provide you the interview question. Of course I'll give you some like good interview question at the end as well, but after every session I'm going to give you the interview questions. Accordingly you can prepare yourself. That will good you in assists as well to like implement your findings. And like in every company, you are going to give your interview to like enhance your package or your position on which you are working. Like if you are working as a manual test engineer, you want to switch to the automation testing guy. So these questions, like these are the practical questions you are going to like face in at the time of interview. So like I would request you to please be prepare all these questions, because that is the stuff I have collected these questions from my experience, as well as like I am being a part of great huge automation community. I use try to grab like what are the trends going on, what is Amazon asking, what is Flipkart is asking nowadays. So I'll provide you good from basic to like tough interview questions, and at the end of this as well, I'll provide you the interview questions related to WebDriver interview. Yeah. So I guess we are good so far. Are you able to understand, Ashwini, what I'm talking about? Can I move forward? You have any
Yes,
questions?
yes, you can move forward.
Yeah. So here,
No, no,
yeah,
no, right now.
great. That's good. So here we are going to learn like Selenium weights. Okay, like you have heard about the implicit weight. Do you have any little bit of idea, like prior experience on Java, Selenium, or like Zero? That is okay. Like if you don't have any knowledge, that is completely fine, because we don't expect that you know something about Selenium. We'll learn from scratch everything. So in Selenium, like there is a myth in the market that there are three types of weights. One is implicit weight, explicit weight, and fluent weight. No, guys, there are only two type of weights available. Sorry, I was lost. Actually, due to some like weather restrictions, there are some network glitches. We are going to resolve this from today itself. So I hope I need to share my screen. Uh, my screen again. So can you see my screen? Let me know.
No,
Not yet.
I'm not able to see your screen.
I have shared in
Yeah,
Notepad.
now I'm able to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm able
Yeah.
to see now.
Yeah. So till now we have discussed that we learn C sharp first for like 8 to 10 sessions. Then we'll move to that like we'll learn in two parts. First the basics and then OPS concept. Then we'll prepare interview questions as well. And the second, we are going to move on the WebDriver interface. In basics we gonna learn these things, and in advance we are going to learn these concepts. So now I was talking about the WebDriver weights. So in WebDriver weights, there are two categories. One is implicit weight. I'll explain everything. What is implicit? How it's working? What is the need of this? Because guys, without the knowledge of weights, we cannot rely on Selenium. Because like we every time we need a synchronization. Sometime your application is slow. Your code is like giving response little bit faster. Sometimes what happen, your code gives the response immediately, and your application is taking lots of time to get load. So to maintain the synchronization, we need some weights. So we'll have a specifically session on this, like implicit weight, okay, and explicit weight, everything we are going to discuss. And in the next part, we are going to discuss the action class. So action class is nothing but like this to automate the browser. If you want to like right click on some elements, if you have some drag and drop functionality, okay, if you want to double click on, there might be some functionality where we might need to perform the double click, okay, forward and backward keyboard actions. So basically keyboard actions will be handled through this action class. So we're going to discuss this as well. And at that end, like we will some like I'll also going to discuss some browser profiling, like what is browser options, how you can maximize, minimize your browsers, and like how you can add the desired capabilities. There are some proxy might there might be some proxies from your organization set, and then how you going to handle those kind of things. We'll understand this in browser profiling. And going forward, from here, uh, like this, these are the basic things. From here we'll start some advanced concepts of these were the basic concept of WebDriver interface. And from these 6 sessions we will start that advanced concepts. So in advance, as you know that in advance we'll start from that like framework. So we'll discuss the unit testing framework. There are lots of framework, unit testing framework available in the market. Just like in Java, we have TestNG and stuff. In C Sharp, we have NUnit and XUnit as well as MS Test as well. But like NUnit is widely used, more renounced in terms of the features NUnit have. So if we are good to learn the NUnit test unit test framework, then we can learn the other framework as well very easily. So in an unit, we are learn like what is an unit, how does it work, okay, and we'll also like how to download it from scratch. I'll explain everything like how to download it and what are the parameters of this an unit, and we at the end like how to use practical use of this in our framework. We'll implement this, and at the end, I'll also provide you the interview questions of an unit that you are going to face at the time of interview. Okay. So in the next part, we're going now. So we are going to discuss the real framework. This was the unit testing framework to design our framework. So now the framework parts starts from here. In the framework section, also we learn like what is framework, okay, and like what are the features of framework, and what are the different type of frameworks available in the market. You may have listened that like data driven, okay, what are the keyword driven, what does that mean, what is keyword driven. Practically we'll see each and everything, okay, and we will some hybrid, okay, hybrid sections as well, because now it is hybrid that concludes everything, that keywords also, data driven also, there is everything in hybrid. So yeah, we learn hybrid as well. And at the end of this, we practically implement these things, and at the end, as I commit with you that I'll provide the interview questions related to that framework designing. Now we are good so far, like, and at the end of like there is I'll try to give you some good content on real time project, okay, so that there would be not any dummy application like most of the trainers used to do. They launch simple HTML page, or they just find some drop downs and everything, then they automate that and they are saying yes, we are good, we can automate anything. There is nothing like that. We'll practically pick an live applications, okay. So on that particular application we will design our framework from scratch, okay. So we cannot take applications like Gmail or Flipkart, because these kind of guys may block us every time. Like, to automate any application we need to log in like multiple times. So I'll provide you an application in which you can create your account, and like you can play around that. you can automate that from scratch, page by page. So in this real time projects, as I told you that we are going to get the real time application, real apps, and we'll learn like what is assertion, what is assert, how you are going to convert your regression test into automation test, and we'll also discuss the POM, page object model. So like some guy thinking that page object model is a framework. No, no, it's a design pattern. Not POM is not a framework. It's a design pattern basically. And in this section as well, we are going to see some reports as well, because your test is passing or not passing, how is gonna identify that? So there should be some report. You are running 10 test cases, among them 5 failed, 5 passed. There should be some reporting feature there as well. So we'll discuss that as well, and in framework we'll discuss that is screenshot your there is an error in your application, you are not able to log in into the application, then there should be particular screenshot as well for that particular page. Okay, so we are going to discuss, and how to export, like you want to send the test report to your managers, then how you wanna export that report, and going to share that report. And we'll also going to learn the logs. For an example, at each and every step you want to mention some logs, you want to get data from applications, or whatever the actions you are performing, you want to have some logs, then we learn the logs as well into these particular things. Also, like as you know that being a manual guy, you may understand that we have to run our application in multiple environments. You cannot rely on single environments. First, the application is on dev environment. Okay, and if the dev is done with the development, then we have to move the application to the QA environment, right, in which the tester will test the application. Okay, so and third, that will go on stage, right? I hope Ashwini getting my point. And at the end we will have prod. So these kind of settings we need to maintain in our framework itself. If we will not provide any access every time we are going to change the URL from one place, then it would be very hard or tough to maintain the framework. So I'll provide you the very or framework with such an easy way to maintain all these. We just need to change only one keyword. Okay, we just need to use one keyword, and that particular keyword will change your environment. You may run your application any environment you want. And also, like after these sessions, I'll also explain some continuous integration DevOps concepts to you. Like I'll take 2-3 sessions on Git as well. 2 sessions, exactly 2 sessions on Git as well. Like what is Git repo? Okay, what is GitHub? You may hear all these terms, because you should be aware of this. You are the person, you only not going to use your code in your company. Like there are 5 testers are working on the same project, so all 5 would be needed the same kind of code or framework that you have designed. So that the Git repository knowledge is like must to share your content with others. So we'll learn what is Git clone, how you can take a clone of the project. I'll make your account as well on Git, and we learn some like Git commands. Okay, some Git commands as well. And we'll also learn like what is check in and check out. Okay, check in and check out. We'll also learn that what is Git check in. And also we'll learn the branching, what is the branch, what is master branch. You may have, being a tester, you may have these hear these terms: master branch, pull request. Okay, pull request, what is merging, these kind of things, from very basic to end. And if you are shown your interest, then in future as well we can discuss the pipelines as well, like how to deploy this particular code to some pipeline, maybe that Jenkins or Azure, everything like Amazon Web Services, and how to trigger your test from there as well. So yeah, so we can learn the pipelines as well. And yeah, so that was the discussion around the course that we are going to uh, like going in the upcoming days. So I hope you